Hey guys, Fabi out here, and listen, there's been a lot of talk about this 50-year mortgage that the current Trump administration is rolling out to all of us, or trying to roll out. It hasn't been rolled out, so I don't want to get ahead of myself. My thing is that it is being floated as a way of making housing affordable again. And I have been trying to figure this out for the last few days. Does it really make housing affordable? I'm finding over and over again, no, it does not. Now, I want to say this. Houses appreciate somewhere between 4 to 6% annually, has been like this for 50 years. Hopefully will continue. So even if you did get this 50-year mortgage at some time in the near future, yes, home prices would appreciate. The equity in the loan builds slower because you're paying interest for a lot longer. Literally on a $500,000 loan, on a 7% rate on a 30-year fix versus 7.75% on a 50-year, you'd end up paying about $630,000 more in interest, right? So clearly you're paying interest more along the way. My thing is not with all that, right? My thing is not even the fact that a 50-year is not legally allowed under the Dodd-Frank rules, right? Which went into effect in 2010, that this would be considered a non-qualified mortgage. So we don't even know what the rate would be for the banks and the investors to have an appetite for the risk for carrying the note for 20 extra years. My thing is if we're really talking about affordability, and we're trying to make housing affordable again, there's got to be better solutions. And I've been hearing a lot of solutions. A couple have come up with is how about waiving PMI for the first-time home buyer? We're talking a couple $100 there also, right? It's huge. We used to have certain zones that we would subsidize the interest rate. So if the rate is 7%, a first-time home buyer buying a house in a certain area would get a 1% lower rate. Once again, these are things that make housing affordable. We need more housing. Let's talk about that. Building smarter houses, right? We need to create housing that's affordable, that matches the income limits the income out there that is being out there in the world, right? So these are all things, guys, that we can be talking about when we talk about making housing affordable again. Having this 50-year mortgage, yes, it could work it's better than renting, right? It's better than not having any equity. Those are the two areas that it absolutely makes sense. Beyond that, I don't think this is going to make housing affordable any more than it already is right now. So for me, if I'm advising my borrowers, I would not advise them to take a 50-year mortgage unless they had a game plan on how to get out of this real quick. All right? For more advice, keep following and subscribing to our channel. We're making some updates to make sure this stays interesting for you, consumers and loan officers, and we'll talk to y'all soon. Bye.